right, 2020 is behind us, and thankful for that. And in 2021, I'm going to break down some of the fitness, health, and wellness tech trends that I'm predicting that we're going to see in the upcoming year. And with 2020, with the unfortunate pandemic, we saw just the garage gym and the at-home fitness market just boost from anything we could have imagined. I mean, I ordered a Peloton that is still on back order that I'm not going to get for a couple months still. And it's going to be continuing that trend through 2021, even with the vaccine and all the people wanting to get back to the gym, because some people just aren't going to feel safe. Unfortunately, we saw a bunch of gyms close, and it's a weird balance that we're going to have because there's going to be people that want to go back to the gym and a lot of people that are going to want to stay home. So the reduction of the amount of places to work out in the public is going to level off between the people that want to work at home and the people that want to go out. I hope that makes sense. But let's go over some of the other things that I'm anticipating that we're going to see here in 2021. Number one, Amazon Halo. I think it's just going to fall off. Amazon, I mean, absolute Goliath in every realm that we can imagine as far as, purchasing and the at-home smart tech. But it just seems that they were too late to the game, and they're, for once in the company's history, operating outside of their competency. When the Amazon Halo came out, it looked just like a replica of the Whoop, no watch face, nothing. Everything's from the phone. It's all cloud, and it's just not there. Nothing that they did seemed to differentiate themselves from the rest of the market, especially Whoop. And I don't know if this just happens to be, when we see markdowns of Amazon products, but it's already out there for markdown of $20 less. In my experience as well, I know 3 people that have the Amazon Halo, and they've all switched over to Whoop. So I'm anticipating that Amazon is going to have to make some sort of acquisition, some sort of pivot, or they're just going to completely fall off. I just don't think that the Amazon Halo device is there to make a big splash in the wearable fitness tech. Number 2, every single year, Apple comes out with a new Apple Watch. This year's going to be the Series 7, anticipated going to be released in September of this year. I don't imagine there's going to be a massive upgrade. It's increased battery life. I don't think it's going to be a longer battery enough for the sleep tracking to be worth having, that you're still not going to have to put it on the charger every damn time that you use it for a workout and then waking up and sleeping. But with a recent patent grant, we anticipate that we're going to see blood pressure monitoring added to the device. And despite all the issues with the battery life and what they're doing, it's still going to be the number one and the best all-around smart fitness watch out there. And that leads right into my third prediction, and that is that Fitness Plus is going to be the number one digital at-home workout choice for a lot of people. A lot of people already have the Apple Watch, and there's a lot of integration into other things like the Peloton new bike, the Bike Plus, which is the one that I ordered. And I just don't think that Apple needs to make some sort of big acquisition like some people online think maybe they'll end up purchasing Whoop or Peloton. And I think the market valuation of those companies have just gotten too large to the point where instead of purchasing those companies, Apple can just use that money, invest in their own existing infrastructure, which is very strong, with the Fitness Plus now, and actually work in conjunction with those companies or in cooperation and still see massive growth. Apple you already have the devices needed. They have the monthly sign up, and a lot of their workouts, I'll end up doing a review at some point, are just fantastic. So if you're at home, you don't have to purchase anything. Like with the high cost of entry for something like a Peloton or Mirror or Tonal, you've got all the devices that you need, and maybe additional equipment's needed. But all in all, I think Apple Fitness Plus is going to just dominate the at-home workout. Up next is going to be something from Whoop. I think it's going to be more software-based and not something like the Whoop Strap 4.0, because they're not a company like Apple is, where they keep adding onto the hardware of their devices and keep wanting to come back for more. Because they have the monthly infrastructure and they're having recurring revenue, that's not something that they need to do for you to go out and have to buy a new device. They are a software company versus Apple, which is more of a hardware company. So I anticipate some more analytics coming our way, but not anything like the Whoop Strap 4.0. Now, I know some people want a watch face and stuff, but for me personally, that's not going to be needed. If you look at my wrists, it's not here. I currently now wear it on my bicep, and my readings are just fine. I don't see any inconsistencies from the flow of the data from pre-wearing it on my bicep and continuing on from here on out. I think it's a wonderful device that you can now have hidden. No one sees it, and if I'm wearing a long shirt or even just a short sleeve shirt, you don't see it. So I don't think that Whoop is going to need to make a new device for people to go out and buy it. Software, maybe some further integrations. I would love to see them partner with someone like a Peloton or any of these other at-home fitness devices, but who knows what kind of agreements that Apple is already in the door with those people. Next, the push for at-home mental health. I'm talking whether it's therapy or whether it's going to be something mindfulness like Headspace or Calm. Being at home, not being as social. I mean, if you're not in Texas or Florida where I'm at, chances are you're probably on lockdown and you're still not back to what would feel like a normal day-to-day life. So none of this is very healthy for our minds, and I anticipate a big push continuing on. I think people are being more mindful of not just their physical well-being, but their mental well-being. And that's a big thing for me in 2021 that I'm going to focus on. I put a lot of time and work and effort into improving my physical health. Why am I not doing it with my mental health? I'm starting it by reading Wim Hof's new book that came out last October. And if you don't know who he is, I mean, he does cold therapy. He does a lot of mental exercising and a lot of things to reduce stress in the body. With the conjunction of using Whoop and their analytics, I'm going to be presenting it in future videos, seeing how I'm improving all around, how my recovery is improving. And I'm really excited to see what kind of results I get this year and maybe trying some other things. So if there's any like mental health companies out there that see this and want to work with me, I would love to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to be out there just searching around, trying to find what I think is the best choices and maybe sharing it with my audience. Up next, I think there's something, a big part being missed right now with the VR devices, whether it's like the HTC device or something like the Oculus 2 that just came out. This is something that I've actually wanted to try because for a lot of people that are getting into fitness, they try to push themselves to do something that they don't enjoy, which I never understood. And if you could find something that works out your body and you have fun doing it, that's going to be something that you're going to want to keep doing. You know, if you don't like riding a spin bike, why are you riding a spin bike? If you don't like going for runs, why are you going for runs? I don't understand that. I think VR has a massive potential for a lot of people to get that sort of exercise, something fun, and if it's addicting and you're getting exercise, I think that's a huge plus. I've used some of these devices like the Oculus, and you know, there was a climbing game or Beat Saber, and you can really get your heart rate up and get the workout that you need every single day just by playing these video games. So maybe in a future video, I'm gonna break down and review some of these devices and see what kind of workout I can get in throughout a week, but we'll see about that. And last up, I think for 2021, we're gonna see a huge leap in just an improvement of everyone's all-around health. What the pandemic showed us was that COVID had a disproportionate effect on those with obesity or vitamin D deficiencies, and with the shortage of bikes on the shelf, gym equipment, the back order of things like the Peloton. Again, I need my Peloton because I'm really excited to start using it and reviewing it. It showed that people were taking their health fairly seriously. And I'm really hoping that trend continues through 2021. But I anticipate that some people fall off just because, you know, statistically that's going to happen. So if you're someone who's wanting to build your home gym, definitely going to be checking out places like OfferUp and Craigslist for some great deals. Or if for people that are just trying to clear out their one-bedroom apartments, and as things open back up and they're wanting to get back to the gym, that's going to be a place that you're going to find some really great deals. But all around, I think people are pushing for better physical and mental health well-being, and these companies are going to want to profit off that. So, you know, it sounds kind of evil that they're wanting to profit off things like that, but they're going to have to innovate. They're going to have to come up with new things, or maybe even push Apple to come up with something innovative instead of this small derivative of the previous models. You know, it's just lots of time and investment, and it's going to be pretty exciting to see with the at-home fitness and people being more mindful of their physical and mental well-being, what's going to become about with these companies, with these devices, or what pop-ups could be coming around. So really excited for that, the cause and effect of, unfortunate pandemic, but the wonderful thing about people caring more about their health and us getting some awesome tools to help us accelerate and just work smarter and more effective in improving our health. So those are all the points. That's everything I'm looking forward to in 2021 when it comes to fitness, health, wellness, just all around well-being. Please hit me up in the comments below. I would love to know your thoughts on anything I spoke about in this video or anything you're anticipating in 2021 that I may have missed or not considered. Looking forward to the new year. Everybody get out there, just kick some ass, and see you in the next one.